Hello everyone, this is JanVincente down here, and today I'll be reviewing this Alex Albach Pro Model Series HyperLite Pleasure 2020 wakeboard. Let's say no more and just dig straight into it. Let's start with the outside features and then move inside into the guts of this board. First thing I would like to mention, the thing that I was really happy and surprised about this wakeboard is 360 degrees edge bevel. Pretty much what it is this little upright wall all around the wakeboard. What it allows us to do is to stop olling onto pop obstacles but pop from them. Of course, you can do the same thing with some other wakeboards that don't have such a feature, but I don't think you'll like it. Anyway, it also helps with getting onto some smooth obstacles. Because of this bevel, it helps you to slide more smoothly. Anyway, as soon as you're in the obstacle already, this bevel also helps with your nose and tail presses, which is just perfect. Nose and tail presses start feeling like heaven and you get maximum pleasure. Good job HyperLite, this innovative technique is really cool. It's pretty easy to see that this wakeboard has these concave shaped cutouts on its nose and tail. I'll show you down here right now. What it really helps with is sticking to circular pipes. Here you see when we're 50-50 on a circular pipe, you can either fall forwards or backwards. It doesn't really seem to be that cool. And this wakeboard kind of helps you to stick to these pipes, which is really helpful. Also, these cutouts sort of help you to maintain your slide speed in the pipes and also helps with the gapping because of this. Really cool feature, I like it. Not that far from your nose and tail cutouts, you can find these mid-body channels in the middle of the board, surprisingly. Why are they only in the belly? This is because it really helps with maneuvering. For example, if you're about to hit an obstacle on your left and then quickly edge into the obstacle on your right, this board can help you with it much more than, for example, any other board. What I would also like to show you is this insanely epic technique that HyperLite used in this wakeboard. You see, sidewalls used to be made out of plastic throughout the whole history of wakeboarding. It is much cheaper, it is much more convenient to implement, it's just traditional. However, it's got some cons to it. For example, the wall is much less durable, it's much more vulnerable, and also the wall gets kind of broken down pretty badly in some place. Water can leak inside the wakeboard and start killing it from the inside. You see, I have experienced this myself and I really know it, I'm really familiar with it. It's not really fun when you're going out to water thinking like, when is the wakeboard gonna break? When am I going to die? It's not really fun. So what HyperLite went crazy about is they made these goddamn walls out of urethane. Same material as skateboarding wheels. You see, skateboarding wheels are pretty durable, as most of you can know. And this is just crazy. But this is not all just yet. Do you remember the 360 degrees bevel around the board? Urethane goes for 1 inch inside, same as the bevel goes. This makes the walls like 99% invincible. It also kind of supports the flex of this board, but flex is a completely different topic here. What I was really happy to know is that the base of the wakeboard is centered, that they use the TAF SOF flex pattern inside of it, and that the core of the wakeboard is made out of paulownia wood, which is pretty cool. this is one of the strongest wakeboards I have seen so far because of these technologies. It gives it like extra strength. Also, the technologies implemented really allowed us to go thinner and lose the weight of the wakeboard. Actually, they're telling that the wakeboard is like 20% less weighty than all the wakeboards in the market. Also, this thinning and the weight losing things, they kind of help us with the flex, because this board is kind of ranked the flexiest wakeboard of all the HyperLite collection so far. We should also keep in mind that this board has abrupt continuous rocker. What it gives this red machine is it gives it more of a consistent feel, but at the same time it makes the board feel faster for some reason. If you're a fan of tail and nose presses, this one might help you out because the surface area of your sliding is significantly smaller. But it also kind of helps me with my ollies as well. It kind of makes them a bit higher. A completely different topic down here is the graphics topic. Because if you just take a quick, fast look at the wakeboard graphics, you won't find anything too interesting. But as soon as you pay some more attention to it, look a bit closer, you'll find some interesting graphic features down here. What I'm talking about is these Easter eggs on the wakeboard. You cannot really see them under all the flight angles, so you should take certain one so you can see all of them. What else is pretty interesting is the incomplete guide of maximum pleasure. I really like this one because it kind of shares the philosophy that Alex Elbach put in this wakeboard. It kind of tells everything about what does Alex life in life. Okay, so now we're moving to the second part of the video, which is pros and cons of this wakeboard. I would really like to start with one of the real pros of this wakeboard, which is the flex it has into it. It is one of the flexiest wakeboards in the market right now, which is really cool. It behaves really well on obstacles, on gaps, and also I really like how it does on air tricks. However, if you would ask me if this board fits kickers, I wouldn't say so because it kind of feels shaky and not really comfortable when I land my front nines, for example. Maybe this is because I'm riding in 144 instead of 148 I should be riding, but this is a throwback to topic number 3. Anyway, let's get back to style. The stylistic of this wakeboard is pretty simple, so both males and females can ride it without any problems. It might get kind of hot and sun when you're out winching, but at the same time I really like the color because it hides the scratches from the pipe rails that you hit, which is pretty good. And I think this is kind of it for the pros and cons. I could not really spot anything else to it. The wakeboard is pretty good overall, and I can find more pros and cons to it. Because of the technologies we're able to implement in the wakeboards nowadays, we can make the weight of the wakeboard much smaller, which allows us to size the board up. It really helps us with getting our knees hurt much less because of the surface of the wakeboard, and also bigger wakeboard just makes riding much easier. So if you've been riding a 143 or 144 for example, on this wakeboard you can size up to a 148 for example. It's pretty easy. I'll try to find the weight table for you down here. Not really sure if I'll be able to. Anyway, I'll leave it just down there. I think at this point we discussed everything important about the wakeboard we could, and it's time to end the video. I'd really like you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. It really means a lot to me. Also, I'd like to hear your opinion about this wakeboard. Please write some comments down there underneath the video. What is your favorite wakeboard and what do you think about this wakeboard overall? It'll be pretty interesting to hear what you think. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye bye.